Hello and welcome to the latest episode of the Reverse Sweep Show. This is your host SS, and joining me as ever is my co-host AB. The World Cup ended, PSL and IPL have started. It's been a long time since we did like a long form episode, but it's good to see you, AB. How have you been? And did you follow the first IPL game today?
Yeah, it's been a long time since the last long form episode. It's good to be back here and recording a new episode. Yeah, so much has happened in the world of cricket. The World Cup started, got over. What an exciting World Cup that was. And India winning the World Cup, they walked in as favorites and ended up winning it. That doesn't happen as frequently as we think it does. But yeah, and now we walk into the season of IPL for the next couple of months. And honestly, I didn't even know that the PSL had started as well. So thanks a lot for telling me about it. And yeah, the first match of IPL, I did follow it, and a rather easy win for RCB. How about you, SS? What have you been up to, and what have you been following?
Yeah, saw some PSL highlights as well. Empty stadiums is there because of all the
Really
crisis in the Middle East. Yeah, so it was good to see the crowd, and the crowd was really cheering when Phil Salt was taking all those amazing catches. Great innings by Ishan Kishan today.
amazing.
Amazing, and also really impressed by Aniket Verma, everyone, I think, with his hitting, power hitting at the end. We had a bilateral series as well between New Zealand and South Africa. Depleted side, South Africa winning that one. So keeping tabs, but now we'll ramp up with the IPL season round. We have been doing some short form content every now and then, but here we are preparing for a long form one. And what else? I mean, just a fun episode on doing some draft 11 picks like we always like to do. So today, for our listeners and viewers, AB, what have we in store for them?
Yeah, the IPL has just started, and I think it is such a good time to create a hypothetical 11 around IPL. So, the topic that we are going to do today is all the foreign players, are hypothetical 11 of all time foreign players. Yeah, very exciting. I mean, I'm just thinking about it. There are so many options,
So many.
and we are walking into this completely unprepared. So, it will make up for a very fun episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, as always, we are going to do it snake style. So we toss, whoever wins gets one pick, the other person gets two picks, and then we alternate. We pick up the 11 plus substitute, and then a coach and a captain, vice captain, all of those things. So yeah, with that said, do you want to go ahead and flip the virtual coin?
I would do that. I will have to say it's almost like we are going into an hipster 11 preparation because names like Doug Bollinger and Dwayne Smith are coming in my mind more than Rashid Khan or Sunil Narayan. So I don't know how it's going to be, but it'll be fun. But yeah, we can do the
Thanks for
for a couple of
reminding me
names.
about Rashid Khan and Sunil Narayan.
Okay, so let's do a quick coin toss. Yeah, just take your pick and then we will see what comes out.
Yeah, I'll pick up heads.
You'll pick up heads. Let's see if you get heads and pick Travis Head as your first pick, but we'll see what comes out of it. It is a tails. So this time I am the one picking out that one single pick. All right.
All the
With so
best.
many names, yeah, I go with Chris Gale. Why not start with a big bang right
Whoa.
at the top? Universe boss. He's going to give me a lot of firepower on top. 175, who can forget some exceptional seasons with RCB, those partnerships with Virat Kohli. He will strike fear in the opposition's heart. If he stays in for 10 balls, then you know it's going to come and it's going to come big. So it's a hitter's game. It's not even a batsman's game, T20. So why not start with Chris Gale?
Yeah, he was scoring 175 when the norm was 180, and now the norm is 300, 250. Then I can only imagine what Chris Gayle can come and do. In fact, I was watching some video, I think that of Harsha Bhogle or someone, and they said that Chris Gale's record in T20Is is almost Bradman-esque.
Yeah.
So a strong, strong first pick SS. I mean, I would have gone for Chris Gale if you did not. But now I have two picks, and I want to pick up one all rounder, and the player who comes to mind is Andre Russell. I mean, a skill set which
Dre
is such
Russ.
a rare commodity, Dre Russ. So, to strengthen that team balance, to strengthen the firepower, not up top, but also towards the end, and also giving me overs at 140 clicks an hour. So, I think I'll go with Dre Russ. Right now, I'll slot him at probably 7, but we'll see about that.
Really strong pick, I think. He did
Next
great
one,
service for KKR. And
yeah.
I was reading some stats as well in terms of true wickets as well. He's one of the leaders in all T20s, especially IPL. So he picks up important wickets, and it's very difficult to pick up wickets, even though the economy might be on the higher side. And with the bat, he's destructive. He can finish. He can make you big scores as well. 3 over 40, no problem. 3 over 50, maybe no problem as well for him.
Yeah. Now I'm thinking I got to pick a bowler, and I want to pick an elite bowler. I have a few options in my mind. Think about it. Probably I'll go with Lasat Malinga.
Mm.
He like the best death overs bowler even before Bumrah was so dominant. Has finished so many games for MI. Who can forget? I think it was 2018, right? Last ball that MI won.
Yeah,
2018 or 19, I don't really recall, but I remember Malinga's impact for sure. So I go with Lasat Malinga. Now over to
nice.
you for your two picks.
Yeah, I would go with Mr. 360, AB de Villiers. We can slot him at number
All the
4.
firepower.
All the
Are you
firepower he
creating
can,
RCB 11 or
and he can keep on his good days as well. So it gives me that option. But yeah, I mean, such a stellar player, I think. Still one of those players which can make Virat Kohli go in awe. He's that guy.
definitely, definitely.
For my next pick, I want to get some bowling in, but my philosophy with T20 is that you need hitting throughout. So get somebody like Sunil Narayan in. You can slot him at number 2, you can slot him at number 9. No worries, we will see. You can slot him at number 9 for now. Sunil Narayan, I mean, economy is still under 7 probably on his best days, and then he reinvented himself as an opener. He basically represents the modern day spin and how he has been able to come through all the challenges that he has had with his action, with the injuries, and how consistent he has been, and such so difficult to get away playing at the Eden Gardens, and then he can also slog for you. So Sunil Narayan for me.
Yeah, I mean, those are two solid picks. ABD, I might have gone for him next, and definitely for Sunil Narayan. Both of them such superstars for their respective teams. And Sunil Narayan still performing. I mean, it's crazy to think of the
Yeah,
longevity, and he
yeah,
keeps reinventing himself. Now, since you have already picked up Sunil Narayan, I want to pick up the closest counterpart. I don't want to leave both the players to you, so I pick up Rashid Khan. He slots in at number 8 for me. I think one of the best
yeah,
T20I bowlers, T20 bowlers in general
yeah.
across the leagues and internationals. Plus, he can be a very, very handy bat at number 8. So
Exactly.
I pick him up.
Probably for the first time in his career, he's having a slight downturn in the last 18 months, but still, I mean, overall in his career, what, 600? He will end up with 1,000 T20 wickets probably, and such a great economy still. So, and he can do some lusty hitting as well.
For sure. Now I want to pick a batter because that's one place where I'm really, really lagging behind. Now I'm thinking, who are the batters that I can pick? Do I want to go for the regular batters or someone who can also give me a few overs with the ball? Maybe up top openers is one place where I definitely should strengthen.
A lot of options.
A lot of options, but that also means a lot of thinking. I'm actually inclined to make a bit of a. Actually, it makes sense to pick up David Warner at this point of time
Yeah,
as one of my openers. He has been a solid player for
very
Sunrisers
solid.
Hyderabad through the years. I think 3 or 4 years when he was the leading run getter in IPL,
Yeah,
and
he will give you
still
40
like one
plus
of the
average and a 140 to 170 strike rate. In good days, he can go even higher. I mean, he gives reliability and hitting and left-hander option as well, captaincy as well. So he's like the full package and has shown multiple seasons for SRH.
now over to you for your two picks.
Oh, ah,
I think there are so
I'm
many options, so
so
many
many
options that you
options.
can
I like
specifically
how
when you
you
have
went
picked up
for.
Gale and
Yeah, I really like how you went with Malinga and all the slower deliveries that he's going to do, slower Yorkers, slower bouncers. So I'm thinking about somebody who can do that. Maybe not at Malinga's level, but still on his day, he was so lethal. I'm going to go with DJ Bravo at number 8.
the OG with the slow balls, right?
OG with the slow ball. And he's a champion, as he says himself. So he's a champion, needs some
Champion.
the
Yeah.
champion ingredients in my team. So
Yeah.
DJ Bravo.
Love
And
that pick, SS. Love
yeah,
the
and
player,
he
love
can.
the pick.
Exactly, and he's like an underrated hitter as well, man. He comes at 8 and he can slog for you as well. So he gives me multi-dimension and just good vibes in the team. I think with Gale, Bravo, and Narayan around, king of good times. Shout out to RCB and Vijay Mallya over here as well. So yeah, so DJ Bravo at number 8. Okay, for my next pick, I think you stole Warner. So I'm just thinking about who else can I go for. But okay, yeah, there's so many good options coming in my mind right now. Okay, at number 7, you can go with Kyron Pollard. I am going
Come
full
on, I wanted to pick Kyron Pollard.
full Caribbean with it.
You're
Again, he
you're
can bowl
stealing
a
my
bit.
picks, SS. Pollard,
That's the
Bravo,
advantage of going
Narayan.
first. Sometimes you can have an advantage of going first. So Pollard again, I mean, he can go 200 plus. Such a great servant for MI and exceptional fielder as well. He can give me a 1 or 2 over bowling as well if need be. Probably he doesn't bowl in this team, but he can. So yeah. So DJ Bravo and Karen Pollard for me.
Uh, Now I think it's getting a bit tough. We have selected all the usual suspects, you know.
Yes,
If we
now
were
it's going to
creating
be
one
really
team, I think
interesting.
this would be that team. If it
Yeah.
was only one team, I think this would have been that one team.
Yeah, exactly.
Now,
Exactly.
who do we go for? Now I think I'll go for probably one of the most underrated players in IPL history. I'll go for Shane Watson. He
Yeah, he
can
was on my mind as
open
a
for
second
me.
opener. That's a good pick. Yeah.
Yeah, he can also bowl for me. I mean, his
Yeah.
contributions with the ball in IPL are severely underrated. I think he has picked up close to 100 wickets, and to go with all the runs and those match-winning knocks in the finals and everywhere else, I think I got to
Yeah.
pick him. Now the next one, I think I got to bolster my batting. Who are the players who come to mind? I think there are some really good players who I can pick up. I think I really want to go with Joss Butler. I
That's a
was
great pick.
just reading a stat. I was just reading a stat. Virat Kohli has 8 centuries in IPL. The only player after him, the second one is Joss Butler with 7 centuries.
So
So
that's a great
he's
pick.
had an exceptional T20 record in IPL, and he can also keep for me. Now the problem is, I would really like for Joss Butler to open, and probably Shane Watson can come in at number 3. So I'll just move him there. Now over
Mm,
to you for your 2 picks.
yeah. And I think just a word on Watson. I mean, we just try to remember his CSK performances at the fag end of his career. He had a bit of a performance up and down at RCB, but just remember the OG years with Rajasthan Royals, man. He was so good with them. He was like their X factor at that
I think
point
he
of
was the
time in
player of
that.
the tournament in the first
Yeah,
season.
exactly.
Was
So he
he?
was so good at that point of time. So I mean, it's almost we somehow still find him underrated after all what he has accomplished in the game, especially in the IPL. So great picks. I think Butler again. Butler is one that I had brain fogged on, but as soon as you said it, and I was like, okay, this is a great pick that wasn't coming in my mind. So nice one there, AB. Okay, I have got 2 picks now. Yeah, it becomes difficult now to think about players who can make a difference. Okay, I'm going to pick, let's say, a more modernish player, but I think he still has a body of work of at least 4 or 5 seasons, and I'm sure it's going to come in the next 2, 3 seasons as well. I don't know. It might be controversial how he enters this team because you have chosen like the best openers. I don't have anything else coming in my mind right now. Maybe I'm missing out on some big names. I'm going to go with Travis Head and Gale to open.
Mm,
Just want to strike
wow.
some fear.
I like the thought process. I like the thought process.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Okay.
Travis Head, as Indian fans, we know what he can do. He always strikes fear in at least in our minds. So that's
Yeah.
a good pick. Although
Yeah.
I still think there's a lot to see from Travis Head in IPL still.
Yeah, I can take a name which was also running in your mind because now you have picked your openers. I know you will not unless until you really want to do something crazy. But Bas McCullum was in my mind, but I think we know that that's just
That
one
was on
innings
my mind
probably in
as well.
IPL.
Yeah.
So decided not to go for him. Okay, let's think about it. Probably still need some batters, but also need some fast bowling. I think Bravo on his good day can bowl, but probably not like proper pace. So want to think about some options over there. Yeah, there's so many. Now I think Doug Bollinger is coming in my mind. Should I go for him? Somebody like that. But no, I think
So many options.
I actually don't know his record. I have got couple of names in
Hmm.
my head. I don't know how his overall record in IPL was, but just because he played in the golden era when he was like supremely fit and he was like a difference maker in at least some games, like I will go with Dale Steyn at number 10.
Hmm.
So Dale Steyn probably, I
Dason
think if you look
can
at his
bat
stats,
as well.
yeah, I think his stats probably will say on the high economy side. Probably he had a couple of injuries as well, so the fag end did not. But there are some highlights in which he was bowling like gun deliveries as well. So Dale Steyn.
Amazing. I mean, Dason, absolutely love the player. Although I remember more of the hitting that he got off the bat of ABD and other
Yeah,
players
yeah,
towards the later end of his IPL career. But I think Destin is a good pick on any day in any team. The quality
yeah.
is always going to be there. Now I think I want to pick up the second pace bowler. Although I still have some options who can bowl pace for me. I have Lasat Malinga, one of the best
I think J Russ
in
can
this
bowl
format.
140 plus if he's fit and he's
Dreras.
raring to go.
I even have Shane Watson to pitch in. But I want the second elite pace bowler in the team, and I am actually quite inclined to go with one of the Aussie quicks. It's
Yeah.
just a matter of who
I
it's
knew
going
it,
to
it
be.
was coming.
It's just a matter of who it's going to be. I'm super confused on that. But honestly, I have control in the form of Lasat Malinga. I want that wicket taking ability up
Yeah,
front and someone who can also bring in a variety from a different angle, who can bat at number 9, who can be a pretty handy bat at number 9. I
yeah,
go with the 25 CR man, Mit Stark.
yeah. That's right. That's such a can't argue against it. If he's available to play IPL, which sometimes he is, which sometimes he's not. If he's playing, then he's firing it. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
that's
I mean, up top, if he can pick up a couple of quick wickets, then Lasat Malinga to close the innings and Rashid Khan in the middle overs, I think that's a lethal bowling attack that I got here. Now I want to pick up a batter, and now it's getting really tricky who I can pick. I'm actually quite inclined to go with the Hussey.
ooh, that's that wasn't something I was thinking that you will, but yeah, I mean he's got some good records, and now I'm thinking we should have gone with Mac Hayden as well at some point of time. But Mike Hussey is like really good, yeah.
Yeah, because I want someone who can finish off the innings and bat alongside Andre Russell, Rashid Khan with Stark. I think he's the perfect man at number 5 for me when it comes to closing the games for me. So I go with Mitch Stark and Mike Hussey to bring in that Aussie flavor, Aussie mentality, that championship mentality, and also the finishing and wicket taking ability. So yeah, those are my two picks. Over to you.
Yeah, I'm thinking about how should I think about it. I think you will not pick a pacer, and I need one. So I will leave the number 11 out for now. I will defer that decision. I need a bit of spin, although I know both Travis Head and Chris Gale can bowl on their good days, but maybe someone who bowls a bit more, but is also like a destructive hitter. I know that De Villiers can keep, but also maybe someone who is a more like a regular keeper as well might help. I go with first. I will go with Glenn Maxwell at number 6.
Wow.
The Big Show.
You're going for a binary pick. You never know what you're gonna get from him.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So if we play 14 games, probably 5 games he will do exceptional well. And if he gets Mujib on the other side of it, you know a double hundred is coming. So Glenn Maxwell for me,
But
full
yeah, a good
spin. I
pick.
mean, destructive guy. At number 5, I will pick a spin basher. I will pick a keeper, a South African guy, Heinrich Klaassen at 5.
Wow. Yeah, I think that's an amazing pick. This is completely skipped off of my mind. But yeah, I think that's a good pick. You are now looking very solid in your team now. ABD, Klassen, Maxwell, Karen Pollard, Bravo in the middle order, late middle order. That is a
And don't
formidable
forget Sunil Narayan, he
double
can come
lineup.
up.
Sunil Narayan and then Dale Steyn. I mean, he can bat as well.
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking I have a number 4, a number 6. Who were the other batters who created an impact in IPL?
Yeah.
Kane Williamson, but I don't think he slots in the team.
Williamson, Johnny Bairstow had a couple of good seasons. Sean Marsh early on, and then later on, Mitchell Marsh. So a lot of them as well. So there are,
Mitch Marsh. And I also want a spinner in the team.
yeah.
I want a number 6 as well, but you picked all of them. Pollard, Bravo, Maxwell. Really, were there no other good batters? Like superstar batters?
All the
It's
superstars batters
tough.
were from India. I mean, early seasons you had Tilak Dilshan also batting a bit. I mean, there were
Darshan,
some
yeah.
good ones as well. So they made a lot of runs. But again, a lot of Indian batters. I mean, 7 players were always Indians, right? Playing.
I'm just thinking about it. Probably someone like a Kevin Peterson. Does he slot into the
Peters
team? Did he have a good IPL?
I think he had some decent knocks. He had a century as well. I think he had decent knocks. I think Peterson at 4 is like really. I think some. I will give you someone. Somebody who was from England and another country. He chose to represent England, won a World Cup. Within, I think Owen Morgan at 6 like really looks good. Or you can slot him at 5 and 4 as well. He was a really good
I
T20. I
think
think.
between yeah, I think that's a good option. Owen Morgan. I can go for
And
him,
if you want some spin, I
and
can
then
give
I
you
can.
Shakib Al Hasan.
Yeah, actually, makes a lot of sense. Shakib Al Hasan for my team combination can bat at
Yeah.
6, can spin. I think that's a solid pick. SS. Completely skipped my mind again, but I think Shakib Al Hasan has to be one of the most underrated all rounders in world cricket over the
Yeah.
years. So that's one pick. And now I'm thinking, I need a spinner, but I get Shakib anyways. At number 4, Kevin Peterson is one who comes to mind. Johnny Bairstow. I can actually pick up David Miller.
He was in my mind. He was in my mind before decided to go for classic because I don't know De Villiers will keep or not. Uh, but then I decided to go with. But Miller has an even better record than Klassen and been so consistent throughout the years.
Yeah, so probably for now I will put David Miller at number 4, but in all likelihood I'll have Mike Hussey at 4, Miller at 5. I think one of the two of the best finishers in world cricket over the years. So I think that makes me feel very comfortable having Miller, Hussey, Shakib, Rashid Khan in my lineup.
Okay. So you have a leg spinner in Rashid Khan. You have a slow left arm in Mike Hussey. You don't have an off spinner to attack my two left-handers, even though the latest stats say the two left-handers actually perform better than a left and right hand combination. So just some stat shout out. I'm thinking on who to go for number 3, and I have got a name. And because and everyone who follows the podcast know that I'm a big LSG fan. There's a certain LSG guy who is a left-hander who
Come
can
on.
come in.
How could I miss that guy? And
Mickey
you keep
P in
you
the
keep
house,
throwing me
man.
off with Owen Morgan.
I wanted to throw you off with all random. I wanted to say Aiden Markram to you at 4, but I knew if I said Aiden Markram, you will come to Nicholas Pooran. I didn't want to say that. So I said Nicky P. But yeah,
I
I mean,
mean, one of the best
destructive hitter.
hitters of yeah.
Yeah. I had Shimron Hetmeyer also in my mind, but I thought that Nicky P at 3 makes more sense. Maybe this season we will see a lot of Shimron Hetmeyer at 3, which is his rightful position with all the um concerns in RR camp, but we will see around that. But yeah, Nikki P for my 3. I have one final pick for 11. I have got two left arm pacers running in my mind. And AB, I will leave it to you to make the choice for me. I will give you the two options. I'll say Mustafizur Rahman or Trent Bolt.
I've always loved Trent Bolt as a bowler.
Yeah, it can
So
get the
if
swing
I
as
have
well.
to,
So you have got the two swing guys at the top, Dale Steyn and Trent Bolt both swinging in IPL. So please put Trent Bolt in as my 11 guy.
yeah. Now I have one slot left, and that's got to be a bowler and a spinner at that.
Actually, you can go for
Uh,
impact sub. I mean, this is IPL, so you can get 2 picks and I can finish off. So take your 2 picks.
yeah. So we'll anyways pick up 12. So I picked 2 picks now.
Yeah.
But I'm like super inclined to make a kind of a bogey pick and pick up a player who I categorize in the level of genius in world cricket, who
Yeah.
can, yeah,
I
I mean, really inclined to go with Shane Warne
yeah. He was in my
for the
mind from the
spin.
first pick onwards. And I never got to it because I was so focused on my batting. So yeah, but Shane Warne, I mean, you changed the game with that pick.
I changed the complete equation with that pick
So Warne and Rashid bowling together in tandem. Wow.
in the middle overs. Now the 12th pick, which also ends up being a impact sub for me. What do I go with?
What do
Okay,
you have?
give me
I think
options.
you
Do
should
I?
go. I think you should go with a hitter because I really feel that you have strong 6 bowling options already. And I really
Mm-hmm.
feel that you can have, and also if you add Watson, you have 7 bowling options. So really good bowling and strong bowling. So I think you can have a hitter, probably like a standalone hitter like Aiden Markram, Shimron Hetmeyer, Owen
Or
Morgan, Kevin
Tim
Peterson,
David,
Tim
who can
David, somebody
also
like that.
probably pitch in with the ball, or a Shimron Hetmeyer could be one. And probably if I require, I can just sub out Shakib and get in Shimron Hetmeyer.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Someone like a Tim David. I think I'll go with Shimron Hetmeyer. He has shown enough in the IPL around his capabilities of hitting and hitting big. And if required, I can just sub out Shakib, get in Shimran Hetmeyer whenever I need. Or yeah,
Yeah.
so I think that's a good point. I go with Shimran Hetmeyer. Now over to you for your impact sub pick.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. I think I have all the batting that I need. I really feel that I lack another proper frontline spinner because I know Bravo can be my third pacer. So somebody like I can sub out like just like today, you sub out Travis Head and get in somebody like an Imran Tahir in a leg spin, and
Hmm.
he's a wicket taker leg spinner.
Imran Tahir is a good pick.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
did very pretty well at
that's a
CSK as
strong pick.
well.
Yeah.
He's probably played the maximum for maximum number of teams in T20s. He's played for so many across Pakistan, South Africa, and franchise leagues. So there's a lot of experience. And yeah, Imran Tahir at 12, I think makes a lot of sense for me. You can sub him in.
Now, who is the captain and the vice captain keeper of your team?
Okay, I don't have a classic captaincy shout. I mean, I don't have anyone. If you really look at it, who has captain? Nobody has captain. But I think Kyron Pollard. I think just because he has done some
Karen Pollard,
captaincy.
yeah.
Yeah, I will give it to him for captaincy. And because Klaasen will be my keeper, I give the vice captaincy to AB de Villiers.
Hmm, interesting. And Klaasen is your wicket keeper, right? Hmm. So for me, I think the only keeping option that I have is Joss Butler. So he is my wicket keeper. And captaincy, I mean, I picked the guy for captaincy. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
got to be the
Easiest choice. Yeah.
first IPL winning captain in Shane Warne. Now, who could be my vice captain? I think
I think
I've got a few
Warner
options.
captained a lot for
Warner,
SRH. Yeah.
yeah,
Warren and
for
Warner.
sure.
I think that's quite a
That's
combination.
a strong combination. Now, do we discuss about the coach? Because I know who I want to pick up.
Okay. Let
I
me think. Okay, I need to think about my team. My team is like heavy metal team. I think looking at right from the start, and even Dale Steyn is a heavy metal guy running in with all the nerves popping out and all that. So I need a heavy metal guy to be a coach, not a calm guy like a Stephen Fleming or something. So who are the heavy metal guys who have done remarkably well? Let's see. Who do we want to go for? I'll go with the KKR team of Baz McCullum and some Baz ball being thrown into all the mix. I don't think I have an Englishman over here or somebody who has a fabric of Englishness about him, although he's a Kiwi. So Baz McCullum as my coach.
Amazing. I think you picked the perfect guy for the team going all
Yeah.
in. For me, I think the team has a lot of different kinds of elements. It's more about getting everyone together because I have some players who are geniuses in their crafts, Shane Warne being one of them. I have Lasat Malinga. It's very different kinds of players, and it's more about bringing all of them together. And I go for someone who I can call as a kind of a tactician. So I'll go with Andy Flower as the coach.
And it's that's good. Or you could
But
also do
let's also think about
Shane Warne as player coach.
captain. Yeah, in this case, I could probably do that. I think it's also a good time, Mrs. to just think about all the players that we missed. Like one player who came to my mind was Ben Stokes, although never quite
Yeah.
had an IPL
Ben
season to the
Stokes
level of
and
his caliber.
Andrew Flintoff, I think these guys played a season here or there. Pat Cummins is obviously a big name. Mitch Marsh has also done pretty well.
Hayden,
Aiden as well. And remember the Pakistani players as well. There, Shoaib Akhtar bowled a terrific spell once as well, with everyone hooping around. Andrew Simons in his heyday, I mean,
hmm,
for Deccan
Andrew
Chargers.
Simons,
Yeah.
Adam Gilchrist. Come on,
Adam Gilchrist as well.
for
Yeah.
the
So,
opening slot, we
yeah.
completely missed out on
Think
Gilchrist.
about Gale and Gilchrist opening for me. So that would be something.
Insane. You could have actually gone with Gilchrist instead of Travis Head, looking back.
Yeah, exactly. I think Jack Callis as well. He had a long career. I wouldn't say that it holds true in all these strike rate thing. Probably an anchor. If there was need for an anchor, he could have been the perfect anchor with some fast bowling as well. So pretty good there as well. Rabada
Kagiso
as well. I don't know.
Rabada, Andrek
I had
Nokia.
Stain versus Rabada running in my mind. Yeah.
Andrek Nokia is there. You could probably have a Jason Holder kind of a player in as well. Maybe
Jason
not.
Holder is a good pick. You could have. I think we talked about Mustafizur, but there could be some Sri Lankans as well
Mustafizur,
coming in. Hasaranga.
Hasaranga, Thikshana,
Yeah. Very
Pathirana,
good.
maybe not as strong a contender, but
Yeah.
still. We could have someone like a Noor Ahmed,
Noor,
Rahmanullah Gurbaz.
I would still say the two guys that I said jokingly at the start have got a pretty good IPL pedigree. Doug Bollinger and Doing Smith. Remember Doing Smith for CSK and MI opening and doing pretty good job, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's a wrap, guys. That was such a fun episode. Absolutely impromptu. Some great names on both the sides and some great names that we missed out and we are still recollecting. And maybe someone will tell us that you missed out this guy because it just didn't come in our minds. But there you have it. And for more such content, keep following us on Instagram and YouTube. We'll hopefully do more long form episodes as well. Follow us across the board when we do some explainer videos as well as short form content. And keep following IPL, and soon we will be back with another episode next weekend. Till then, bye bye.